Hey guys. So, you've probably noticed that I've been wearing this necklace here in my latest videos. Well, I thought I'd talk about it. So, this is called Yin Yang. Okay? It's an ancient Chinese symbol. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it. It's like a very, very popular symbol. And it's all about harmony and balance. That's what it's for. It's integrating your light and your dark side. And what does that mean? What is a dark side? What is a light side? Well, in Christianity, you can compare it to good and evil, but there's very many ways of looking at this. That's basically the gist of it. That you can't have one without the other. But it's not as simple as just light and dark. There's also these tiny things inside of each. And that's what makes this symbol like very deep and unique. So these little dots, so see this dark dot inside of the white? It's called Dian. So like black is yin, white is yang. And this is a yin Dian inside of a yang. And this is a yang Dian. I believe Dian just means spot. Within everything that is, say, good, there is an evil side to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but it basically means that within everything that seems one way, there is the other opposite, like deeper, like if you look deeper inside of it. So, you know, I like to say it as we all have like a shadow side, even though we might appear good and, you know, just like good people on the outside. Every human has a shadow side. And what does a shadow side mean? Shadow side is all those aspects about yourself that you do not want to admit, even to yourself. Stuff that is like in your subconscious. Actions where you can't really justify, because sometimes it can happen where, say, something like bothers you and you just lash out at someone or something. Everyone has different shadow sides, but it's those things where you look back and you're like, man, I don't even want to be that person, but you are. And the whole key about, there's a thing called shadow work, where you look at your repressed side and you try to integrate it deeper and just accept those parts of yourselves. It's all about acceptance, just loving who you are completely, fully, and use them in a good way. So let's take anger as an example, because some people have anger issues, but other people just have, you know, anger, like something like really like gets you mad sometimes. Like, doesn't need to happen often, but some people have that, you know, where they can lash out at someone, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's bad if it's uncontrolled, but you can learn to repress it when it's not needed, and then you can use it in a situation where it is justified. Say someone actually did something really bad. And, they deserve to be lashed out at. I like to use Jesus as an example. He lashed out at people in some kind of marketplace where they were like focused on, trading in some kind of like holy temple or something. And so that pissed Jesus off, and he just lashed out, like he flipped tables or something. Like Jesus became mad, someone we all consider to be like the highest good, but he had anger issues. But that was controlled anger. That was anger in a moment where, it's justified. You shouldn't do like trading in a temple. So yeah, it's like you can integrate your shadow self and use it very powerfully. Your shadow self is very powerful. So if you learn, I like to call it as enslaving your demons. And I know it sounds dramatic, but it is, because every human has their demons. And if you learn to not succumb to them, but actually enslave them, it can be very powerful. Like, you can actually say you could lash out at yourself if you really want to get something done. Stop being lazy, you piece of shit! Like, get emotional. And you don't have to scream at yourself like that. People will think you're insane, but I'm just saying you can use it for good. You can like use the shadow self to be productive. And yeah, there's a whole it's a whole topic, shadow work. Right now I want to talk about yin yang. So yeah, I have a list of things that I consider yin and yang. I've done some research about this. It's not just something I've thought of, but yeah. So just to give you an idea of what yin is and what yang is, nothing is 100% that, because everything has the other inside of it. So I'll say yin yang in that order. Night, day. That's the most obvious one. Night is dark, day is bright. Yin, yang. Night is yin, day is yang. Then we got black, white, self-explanatory. Dark, light. Cold, hot. Moon, sun. Yes, even celestial objects can be yin and yang. It's very interesting. Soft, hard. Yin is soft, yang is hard. Female, male, cat, dog. I came up with that myself. But it feels right. Cats are soft and like feminine, and then dogs are like aggressive, and it makes sense. It's weird. It's weird how yin and yang works. And by the way, some people say yin and yang. But it's just called yin yang. That's the symbol. Yin yang. There's no and there. It's Chinese. But anyway, they say yin yang. So, moving on. We got passive, active. Introverts, extroverts. I think that one makes sense as well. Pulling, pushing. So that's why it's usually expected for guys to make the first move on a female in dating, because males are yang, and so they have to do the pushing, and females are yin, so they do the pulling by appearing attractive, makeup, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's interesting to see the relationships there. And then we got wet, dry, quiet, loud, low, high, piano, guitar. I came up with that one myself as well. It sort of makes sense, Piano is like a soft, nice sounding instrument, and then guitar is more like just hard and But they're both great instruments, but they just have, a different feel to them. And then we got walking, running, slow, fast, crow, seagull. Because crows are like, they're never loud. I mean, they can make sound, but crows have never annoyed me. But seagulls, we have so many seagulls near where I live, and they scream so loud, they're ear-piercing. So it's such a difference, and they're both birds, but there's such a difference. And so that's the way I like to look at it. Crows are yin, seagulls are yang. So it's like, it's so interesting to see the relationship between things in life. How some things are yin, other things are yang. And they both have, because obviously seagulls have a yin aspect inside them, like they have to take care of their children and stuff. So it's cool, because everything has the opposite inside of it. So nothing is better or worse than the other. It's all about balance. It's all about union of both sides. So yeah, that was my list. Hope that made sense. It's a very old symbol. The Chinese definitely understand a very deep aspect of reality, and if you can master yin yang and just notice it in life, you will get far in life, because it's everywhere. And it can be a very powerful tool, balancing everything in life. Balancing work and free time, balancing, your diet, balancing being active, passive, being like working out and relaxing, because you don't want to work out too much and have no rest days. You're gonna wear yourself out. So it's like everything is about balance in life, and once you're like fully balanced, you can say Kai Shing. I listened to like a talk about Yin Yang, and this guy said to say Kai Shing. It just feels good. You don't have to do it when you feel balanced, but it helps ground yourself, kinda. Just saying like Kai Shing. Just feels good. Whenever you're like down or something, just say Kai Shing, and it's like, ooh, it recenters you, sort of. I don't know, it works. Try it. I like it. I like that saying. I don't even think it has a meaning. I tried Googling it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, hope this was interesting. Yin Yang is definitely worth looking into and just integrating in your life. Become balanced. Because you will notice that whenever you're out of balance in some aspect in your life, you'll just have bad things happen to you. You won't feel good, or things just won't be working well. So I definitely encourage people to get balanced. Stand on one leg if you have to. Balance yourself out. Like, find that balance, and you can do great things. You can balance yourself on just your toes, like Michael Jackson, like this. Woo! No, can't do that. I'm not Michael Jackson. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. So yeah, remember to gently tap on that like button, ring that bell so you don't miss an upload, and thanks for watching, Dicers. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.